Our rankings for the Monaco Grand Prix are out, and it's Norris who tops the standings with a 10 rating this time. And I have to admit, it's a fair rating, you know. Fair rating. You know, he got the pole, and it was kind of against expectation as well, you know. Because Ferrari were looking quick in the practice sessions beforehand. And then obviously he gets the job done in the race, man. You know, this result brings him back to within 3 points of Piastri, and he keeps the championship alive, man. You know, it's definitely not as bad as people making it out to seem, I won't lie. It's Hadjar on P2, and what a season this rookie is having, man. Best rookie of the season, bro. P6 in Monaco, and it was all down to the qualifying, man. What an amazing job from him yet again, bro. Clark is P3 in these rankings, 9.2 rating, and you know, it's a good rating again. He'll be kicking himself that, you know, he couldn't get the pole on the Saturday, because that's probably what cost him the win in the race, but it's another good weekend for him, another podium to his bag, and we get the points as well for Ferrari, man. We move on to Barcelona. I already made a video on Ocon, man. This guy's been underrated this season, bro. P7 in Monaco. And again, it's all down to the qualifying, bro. Putting the Haas up there. Like, this is not stuff that it should be doing, but he's doing it, man. Got Max and P5 in these rankings. You know, this is a bit lower than he normally is. But honestly, it wasn't a bad week for Verstappen. It's just that the Red Bull didn't really have the pace on the slow speed this weekend. So it was always going to be a tough weekend. And, you know, to come fourth, I think it's a pretty good result from him, man. For Piastri, he did lose a couple points against Norris in the championship this weekend. P3 it is for him in Monaco, man. And he's P6 in these rankings out here. You know, since Lawson got dropped by Red Bull, I don't think he's had a great weekend, but this weekend certainly was one, man. He did an amazing job keeping the pack behind to help Hadjar get his gaps to get his points in the race. And then, you know, making sure that he could get the double points finish for V-Cup as well and completing the job. Alonso is P8 in these rankings, and it was a peak one, man. Engine giving out midway through the race, you know. Like, he was on for a P7, I swear, and things just didn't work out for him. But he had a great qualifying, and that's why he's up here. For Albon, this is probably one of the worst weekends that he's had this season. I guess he would have said that he sold in qualifying, because he should have been able to qualify higher, but for some reason things didn't quite work out like that, and I kind of condemned him to the minor positions in the race. And Hamilton rounds out these rankings in P10. This weekend, I mean, he was a couple tenths off Leclerc, but getting that penalty to put him down into P7 at the start was no help, you know, and that wasn't even his fault, right? So he was already compromised from that aspect. And to make some progress to P5 in the end, like, he was one of the only guys to actually move forward in the race, so you have to respect it. But, you know, that second half of the race where he kind of was in no man's land, I think that's what probably took a bit of rating off him for this one. Is there anyone you think that's underrated, overrated? And is there anyone you think should have been here that missed out?